I think there's a real desire for more knowledge. I mean, you see, right, a real, I think, thirst on the part of Muslims today in the U.S. of trying to connect, of finding teachers, of finding opportunities in which to expand their understanding of the world, of understanding their deen, their religion. But I think what is also problematic is, are we looking in the right places for this? Are we valuing the right things in terms of our pursuit of knowledge, of who we go to and how we go about learning things? It's not just enough to kind of acquire content. I think we also we have to think about the process by which we learn. And that's that takes some guidance. You know, it's one thing to, there's all sorts of questions that people have, right? So I think one of the things that we often do is, we have questions about big ethical issues, about the environment, about gender. And I think that our initial impulse in this information age is to go online. And when you look at the Muslim community, we've been very good about putting positions and answers out there onto the internet. But it's a much harder task to filter, what can I trust? Who is authoritative? Why do I trust them? Is this the only answer that's actually out there? And in that case, that's perhaps why I allude to this notion of guidance, right? That you have to kind of figure out, who do you turn to? Why? What gives you confidence that this person has an authoritative position? And perhaps we also need to be encouraged to perhaps question why we think the way we do. Perhaps there are other answers that are actually out there. What deeply impressed me was that you're starting off with this continuing education track, that the people you want to connect to is with people out there in the community, Muslim or not, right? That the everyday person has questions, and the Boston Islamic Seminary is beginning by saying, well, what type of issues and topics can we address that have to do with Islam, right? How can we frame the knowledge we're trying to present in a way that is accessible and relevant, and then build from there. So I'm very much impressed by that. There's a vision, right, of how the Boston Islamic Seminary wants to unfold.